Alright, we're gonna be watching PrimaD0nna, who's playing Roadhog and Esperanca. This is Platinum 1. I don't know if this is PC or console. Plat 1, Esperanca, Roadhog review. Trying desperately to get my tank rank up, not having much luck unfortunately. I feel like I play a pretty decent hog, but all I ever get from teammates is hate and swap hog. I get he's not the best tank, I usually am getting value, and I don't feel like I'm often at fault for just playing my favorite tank where I can. Any advice for my gameplay? There was at least one instance here of my mechanics just getting me killed, but I generally felt undeserving of the hate from my team this game. Okay, so let's take a look. I also know, based on kind of like some Reddit posts, comments, interactions we've had, that they've seen my Roadhog guides, hopefully. So we'll see if this is helping them at all. So first of all, you're going the correct path, right? Going up here to the right. If anyone doesn't know, the correct route for most tanks is to go main and then go to the right and then take this mini high ground. Don't worry about robot at all. So you go up here. The first right click is pretty far off, but that's fine. You're looking for a juicy hook. You get it. Great. Cool. Good kill. Right? Go up on the Cassidy. I think this is fine. So you have to be careful about over pursuing here. So you see, like, once the Cassidy like goes around the corner, just kind of let him go, you know? Like here, like there, like once he's clearly gonna get away, like it's gonna take you forever. Heroes have the same move speed, right? Excluding Genji and Tracer. So unless one of you has mobility in some way that you can like catch up, there's no point in you following him, right? Just go back here and, for example, help your brig, or help your Cassidy kill the brig. So this is a mistake to be chasing. This is clearly tunnel visioning. So you see that the Cassidy is just gaining massive value right now, right? He's forced vape out, still alive, shooting. Like, this is really bad. and he kills you. Like, he basically solo kills you. The Ramatra did not help in any way other than Vortex. This is a huge throw, which in push is a massive advantage. All you had to do here, right? You did the big work of getting that initial kill, right? You get the kill in the BAP, great, right? After you kill the BAP, at this point, right, he's gone, you're reloading, let him, he's rolling, let him go. Just let him go, turn back. There's gotta be people here, right? Like, there's not gonna be 4 people back here. If there were, you definitely shouldn't be pushing it anyway. Just turn around, kill the brig, right? Go here, kill the Ramatra, kill the Genji, great, fight's over. You know, should be pretty straightforward here. So you threw this away for sure. So we're gonna come back again. You're down 1, but I would still peek here. I mean, getting hooks still can get you a kill. I mean, you're probably one of the few heroes that can get a pick out of this situation. Like, I think you're being a little too passive. I know you're waiting for the regrouped teammates, but like, you could be looking for hooks right now, right? If the brig's not paying attention, you come around the corner, just instantly throw a hook, bam, all right? Get a pick that way. I think you're being too passive right now. Ready Mercy. So when the brig has her back turned to you, that was an easy hook. See, she's not even. Yeah, she's not looking at you right now. Right now, this should be a hook. Right? This should be a hook right now for the kill. You have, in fact, you had enough time to do 2 right clicks there. You should have thrown the hook. Hook only has a 6-second cooldown, right? So throw them. Don't get so worried about it. Hooking the Ramatra gives you the least value. It could honestly make things worse, because you might pull him close to you, and then he pops Nemesis and then kills your team, right? Which is basically what's happening right now. Right, you get a bunch of damage, but like, it's hard to win out of this position because you didn't actually get any picks. Your hook gets blocked. You should have known after Nemesis form, Ramatra will always have shield somewhere between 0 to 4 seconds. 4 seconds is the maximum amount of time that the Ramatra will not have shield. It depends on how soon after the Ramatra puts down his first shield did he pop Nemesis. Okay, so when Ramatra comes out of Nemesis right now, I assume shield's coming up any moment now. So unless I've already thrown the hook, I would assume that shield's about to come up. So you obviously don't know that timing. You throw the hook and it gets blocked, right? But that's the kind of stuff that you got to know if you're gonna main Roadhog. You got to know other heroes' cooldowns. I know you might want to only play one hero, but to get better at the game, you got to learn what other heroes can do as well. So this is not great value right now. So obviously he's popping this. So I would just keep left clicking him, right? And then potentially probably pull him this way. Right? Left click, pull him this, and then walk over here. When he starts chasing my Cassidy, then I hook him towards me. Right? Hooking him right now doesn't help you at all. Like, it doesn't change anything. You're just hooking to hook. So that's no good. That's like an easy break on the shield right now. So, right? Break shield first. Right? The shield's low. Break it the second time, and then hook and kill. You're very lucky that she decided to bash you for no reason right now. You see, like, there's literally no reason why she should bash you. Like, this is, you might feel good about this kill, you did not deserve this kill. The brig could have just walked away from you. Don't panic against Ramatra, right? Ramatra really doesn't do much damage. Against Roadhog, you can ignore almost all of his damage. You should heal right now on your way in. See, it's too late now. You should have been healing right now. You should have been healing already to make sure you have vape as soon as possible in the next fight. See, now you're healing, which means you don't have it during the fight. You are very, very lucky to get that hook. Oh my god. It's half skill, half luck. I will give it to you. The timing was okay. Right, go for the Ana. Right, she throws a grenade. Shoot her. What are you doing? Why did you shoot her? Oh man, everything has gone wrong here. So, you vape, you miss the hook. Right, now you're slept again. The good news is that she doesn't have grenades, so maybe you can be fine here. Yeah, should be. Yeah. Oh, that's unlucky. So these were easy right clicks that I would expect you to land on the brig. She's not even looking at you. Right, that one's short, and the next one is just off target, way off target. Like those are juicy right clicks. Those are 150 damage plus right clicks right now. I would probably have popped Whole Hog right now to save my Cassidy. Like as soon as this happens, I pop Whole Hog to get everybody off my Cassidy. Because they're in his face. Yeah, see? Now they're in his face. Like, the primary issue here is that you're simply not doing enough. You're not creating any space for your DPS to do anything, right? You die, you come back, you're not able to stop their tank from walking into your team. You stay alive for a while, but you can't stop them from walking into your team again, and it kind of repeats over and over again. See Vape right now. Go into the room. This is fine. You should kill the Genji, right? Genji has no deflect. Right? We just see him deflect right now, so just aim and kill the Genji. Why are you going for the Brig? The Brig's still a shield. Just kill the Genji right now. Yeah, I mean, you just completely throw this. Like, you waste an ulti here and feed another 700 ult charge to them for nothing. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad so far. So you've lost 2. You're regrouping. Great. Surprised this game's so competitive. Again, you should expect, hey, Ramatra, he hasn't thrown shield yet. I expect shield to be coming soon. Just keep right-clicking him, right? Just right-click him until he throws shield up. Right-clicks do a lot of damage. Like, if you're doing 150 damage per right-click to him, which is relatively easy to land because he's a tank, he's gonna throw a shield up, and then you can throw a hook, right? I actually probably would have even tried to hook right now. Like, he's close enough that you could have landed the hook on the left side or the right side of the tower, or the light post, and then totally messed this up. That hook's way off. This Genji is throwing. Great. So we'll take it. You know, I mean, in general, I would not say their Genji is particularly good, which is fantastic. You shouldn't be aggressing right now because of the shield. Just chill. Yeah, just chill at the corner. Right? Shield's down. You can hook anybody you want right now. Okay. The Brig was maybe not the best option, but we'll take it. I would have taken the Cassidy there. But yeah, push the Ramatra. That hook's way off. Oh, railing. You should have meleeed the railing first. We'll take it though. You're fine. Right, go up. I would hook him. Right there is good, right? Because he's blocked right now. If you hook him into your backline, he dies. I don't want him to get further away from me, right? This is an easy hook. You hook him, he's gonna die. Well, unless he gets nanoed. But if he gets nanoed, like, what are you gonna do about it anyway? So, don't try to hide behind them. I think this is a bad idea. Oh boy. Like, your hook accuracy is really bad. I know it's going to look relatively good. The problem is the hooks when you're throwing them, like your effective hook accuracy when you need to throw hooks to actually get people is bad, right? Hooking people where it doesn't matter or in a fight that doesn't matter, your hook accuracy might will be 0, right? Like that ends up being like irrelevant. But like when you actually need to be throwing hooks to change a fight, I don't know that you feel out when that needs to happen. But, you know, is what it is. Here we go. I'm a little confused why he didn't just melee here. Oh, you did melee right there, but you could still just melee. Right now he has less than 25 health. I would just melee. This is over. So you move up. He dashes. I think this was a fine hook. I mean, he put pop deflect, but I think this is okay. You just left click him. So when you see that sticky go off, okay, so you know that he's going to take 130 from the sticky. He's already missing 25 health. So that's 155, right? So he's going to have 45 health max, assuming Cassidy doesn't land another shot. Do not reload right now. Just left click him to do even a tiny amount of damage will prevent him from getting away. Because there's always a tiny chance that, for example, the Ana or someone else will see him and start healing him, and then you won't be able to get the kill. Like stuff like that, you need to like have very strong idea of like how much damage that sticky's going to do and what do I need to do to confirm this kill. Because Roadhog, like Zenyatta for support, is like a DPS disguised as a tank. You really need to know how to quickly and efficiently secure kills. very, very important, right? Because you have no other utility that you bring to the team, right? You can't prevent any damage. You don't have any shields. You can't, like, you know, push them back or anything like that. All you can do is hook people, right? That's your one utility, and kill people. So if you can't kill people, that is like 75% of your value gone. I would have gone for that hook, right? One way or the other. I mean, maybe you're trying to bait roll here, but he doesn't roll right away, so I would have gone for the hook. They've got Orisa now, which is okay. I would not be going left side. I would go right side, right? Your Warrior's already here. She's playing front. You know, if she's here, I'll play here. That's fine. Right? Don't be so scared of the Orisa. If she pops Fortify, great. Bait out spin. When spin's over, pop Whole Hog. Right? Whole Hog will still do over 500 damage per second to Orisa with Fortify on, which means you can still kill her from full health in about 1 second. Do not be afraid of Orisa. Well, when she doesn't have spin. If she has spin, then you're screwed. So Orisa should be low on cooldowns right now. Bait one more spin, and then that should be it. I don't know why you ignore this Cassidy as though. I mean, I think that Cassidy's a problem, right? So I feel like you're like, oh, let me LOS him, but the problem is you have like no space here, and you're giving your team no space. If I hear High Noon, you turn to him, just stand still and right click him in the head. 1, 2, he's dead. Right? Like, it's not gonna make the situation any better to ignore him. So you killed 2. You do that unfortunately when you're purpled. Great, you kill 3. So you need to LOS this. Yep, you're good. Vape, great. I mean, that hook is way off, but that's fine, we'll take it. I'm very surprised your team did not get killed by High Noon, but happens. Alright, so, just thinking for a second, right? Positioning. You have 4 here, 5 here, okay, you're good. I don't think you want to play this angle, though, because this angle is going to cut you off from the team. They're all going to surge in and then go towards you this way, forcing you backwards, and then what are you going to do, right? As soon as you get purple, the fight is over. So you should, as soon as they start pouring out, right, you should be like, hey, look, play here, give yourself space to retreat. That is not, like, going backwards into the open, right? Now you're purple. Right, she's coming for her ulti, right? She doesn't quite get there, it's fine. Yeah, keep right-clicking her. Oh, man, if you're just slightly better with that right-click, she would have died. Like, you have the right, this next one, if you move slightly to the right, you would have gotten it. I understand that hook, I think that's fine. Yeah, keep right-clicking. Right-clicks are good. I think your overall scrap gun accuracy is fine. Definitely is fine for high plat. I can see yourself getting the low dime with this. Yeah, no problem. I don't think the aim is strictly an issue. I don't know why you're not advancing right now. So, Orisa's low. She doesn't have Fortify, right? She doesn't have Fortify, and she doesn't have Spin. So, and why not walk into her? Walk into her. Confirm the kills. Like, why are you backing up? Just walk into her. Just kill them. Just kill them all. Like, that's your job, right? Get these 2 picks right now. Why are you playing slow? The Orisa still has no cooldowns. She has no like, this is the easiest kill. Oh, boy. I don't know if you knew the Cassidy was in the back, because if you knew the Cassidy was in the back, you should have been going for the Cassidy right away. Right? I'm skeptical that you backed up because of the Cassidy. But the Cassidy is doing a good job playing over here. I probably would have kept going forward to try to kill the Cassidy. Shooting right there with the Genji. Oh my god, you got the kill. Alright, we'll take it. Alright, we're gonna come through. He's bladed for some reason. Okay, it's fine. So I would have confirmed that Spin was down before doing this, because this happens now, where everyone kind of lives. For the record, don't forget that you can throw hook during this. So you could pause right now. Oh, missing that hook is bad. That's what I mean. It's like, that's a hook you gotta land. But your team's able to clean up. We're good. Okay, doing a good comeback right now. So I would never throw this hook in a million years. Orisa's just showed up to the fight, which means she has Spin, and she has Fortify, and she has Javelin. Why would I hook her right now? Like, what is the reason why you were hooking at this moment in time? This is really silly. Right? It's a huge waste of your hook. Right? Your hook right now could be used to kill Anna, it could be used to kill Cassidy. Like, you have so many options. You're just chilling over here, doing not a lot, right? And I would not have hooked this either, because now you're super low. I don't want to challenge this right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't even understand why you went in this way, why not just go back to your team? Right? Like, you have 4 people here, you have 2 supports, they can easily keep you alive against an Orisa and a Brig. There's no way that you die here, but instead, you decide to walk this way, you get stunned out of Vape, you walk in front of the Ana, which makes this an easy purple on you in a second, or should be. I don't know why she's not chucking it, maybe she doesn't have it. She does have it, I have no idea why she doesn't purple you right now. Right, purple you or sleep you, and then you just sit here and you just feed your life away and die. And while this is happening, like, look, right? The Orisa's like, cool, I guess you're gonna just go on a little adventure. Goes into your team, ults everybody, wins the fight. You know? It's so easy for the opposing tank. Like, you're making it really easy for her because you're just out of position and making bad calls. Alright, coming forward right now. I don't know why you right-click the bot. I don't think this is ever gonna work. So the odds of you getting a one-shot here are very low, especially if you don't land that first left click. I feel like you're really pressing now to try to make something happen, and it's not. This is not a high percentage play. Like, let's think about this. What are your odds that you are going to get a kill here? Right, 0 to 100%. What are your odds? 20% maybe. Right? I would probably put myself in the realm of like 20 to 30%. And if I don't get a kill, how likely is it that will lose the fight? I would say very likely. Because I'll get stuck up here and get slept / needed / javelined and die. So I don't understand why I'm trying to throw my fight away by going for a very low percentage play versus just playing regular, right? Play the corner, right click the Orisa, work them down, look for hook opportunities, right? Play slow. But you try to rush the fight super fast, okay, against a team that has a lot of ways to deal with you. Now you're low. Out of position. I don't know what this Cassidy's doing. Great, we'll take it. I don't know why you're right-clicking the Genji while he's deflecting. Like, this right-click I understand. This right-click is unacceptable. That right-click is grossly bad. I don't know why you're doing these right-clicks. Granted, you missed the last right-click, I guess, which helps, but it didn't feel like that was intentional. I don't know why you're hooking now when Fortify is still up. I mean, I would just presume you don't know the Fortify timing, but she still has a considerable amount of time left when this hook is up, right? She still has over a second left, which, if you want to get better at Hog, you got to learn how long cooldowns are. You're purple now, you got to chill. You pop vape too early, right? So you missed about 100 health out of that. Right-clicking. So you have whole hog as coming soon. That was a hook on the Ana that you missed. And by missed, I mean you didn't go for it, right? So right now, right here, this is a huge hook opportunity. Right? You don't even go for it. You still aren't going for it. You go on the hook on the Orisa, it's been so long that her Fortify is back up. Also, she's a point blank. Why are you hooking? Like, if anything, hook the Brig here. Like, you need to stop hooking tanks that are already close to you. That is a waste unless the stun itself is going to be valuable. You mistimed that. Okay, so now you have 1, 2, 3. Where's 121 meters? I don't even see the line. 4. We're gonna say 14 fights in a row. That's pretty tough. Yeah, I would say pretty much the only way you have to get that stagger kill. Yeah, that would probably be number 1. That would win you fight number 1 if you can land this right, and I'd throw it right now. But a little short on it. It was a good attempt, right? You're going for it, which I think is the right call. But you need to have a higher sense of urgency and just go for that low risk, low percent chance hook. Should have right clicked first. So you really need to pick right now. So they are currently down 1, so it's a 5-on-4 situation. So it's winnable, right? So you've already skipped fight number 1. This is fight number 2, which is still very winnable, right? Easily, I would say relatively easy to win at some moment in time. When the shield lasts only 4 seconds for a mantra, you need to step up in the last couple seconds, and when the shield expires, immediately hook him, pull him back, and then use whole hog to kill him, right? Or have your team kill him, whatever happens. But having the Ramattra stall for here is really bad, because then the soldier will rejoin, and then you'll be in bad shape. You need to get this hook. You need to hook somebody here. Oh, you should have pulled him to the side. Pull him to the side, whole hog, fight's over. Yeah, see? Mechanics. They have a Reaper now. You missed the hook. That's really bad. This is an easy hook, right? Easy hook. Just stop shooting for a second, right? Just stop shooting for a second and then throw the hook. It's just sloppy. I would probably pop heal right now to give yourself ult charge because you're gonna need to try to farm another ulti here. Yeah. So you really need to be looking for hooks. 2, 1. Right, vaping. Every single right click here is completely far off. So you can't be missing right clicks this badly on tanks. That first one, right? Second one, way off. Third one, way off. And then you reload despite having 3 ammo left. This is not the time to be reloading. You need to be pumping out as much damage as you can, otherwise you're not going to win this fight. I would probably just vape in front of his face. Yep. So Cassidy bails you out, kills 2. We'll take it. You miss the Ana. I understand this. I mean, right general idea. I mean, that happens. It's good scrap gun aim. Just melee again. All right. Okay, maybe you can actually do this. Holy shit! I don't actually know if you win this fight or not. Win this game. You really shouldn't win this fight, but nope, that's bad. Okay, so I would say your lack of mechanics being able to secure the kill on the Ana quickly is a big problem, because that buys her so much time that she's able to sleep you, which allows the Reaper to come in, because if you're alive right now, the Reaper instantly dies. Right? So rolling this back, I mean, missing the hook was bad, but like understandable. You hit, okay? She's 2 melees from death right now. 1, 2, she's dead at this point, right? You have another opportunity to land this hook. I feel like you did not throw that second shot and you just meleeed. No, you did throw the second shot, you just missed. Rough. Alright, she sleeps you here. Reaper's going to kill 2 out of this, which is going to basically eliminate any chance you have of winning this. Unless you can really clutch somehow. Yeah, it's not possible. It's just a ball right now. Yo, missing the ball right now is no good. Oh boy. This is getting worse and worse. That hook is egregiously bad. That is an unacceptable hook to be throwing right now in a situation where there's a brig here and a tracer. Like, you can't be missing a hook that badly. You gotta be clutch, and this is not clutch. This is anti-clutch. Yeah. Okay, so any advice? It's tough because it's not one thing that's holding you back, right? I think your scrap gun accuracy, I would say, is good, right? Good enough for diamond for sure, right? I think your left click scrap gun accuracy is good enough. Right click, worse than I would like, probably still fine for low diamond, right? But left click accuracy, pretty good actually. I would say definitely good enough for low diamond. Your hook accuracy is okay in terms of like when you throw it, do you land it? I think the bigger issue is there's a lot of hooks that you are not throwing that you should be throwing, right? Times where, for example, the Ana's just walking in a straight line behind the tank and you don't go for that hook, right? Like, those are the high value hooks that I feel like you miss. And you default back, especially when the fights get tense, to just hooking the tank into you, right? Just because hook is available, which is a really bad call. And I think that's a big part of your issue, is that you can't get enough value out of fights, is because you're not going for the right hooks at the right time. Beyond that, I mean, there's also a lot of poor decisions you make not playing around your team, right? We saw that in the very first fight where you just wandered off to go chase the Cassidy instead of regrouping your team to wipe everyone there. And then we saw that later on where you had to fight over here and then you're fighting the Orisa and the Brig, and then you decide to run through checkers instead of just playing back here, right, at newsstand with your team. And you would have been fine, and you would have stayed alive, and you would have prevented the Orisa from killing your team. So that's a big one that adds up over the course of the game. I also think your whole hogs are not that great. That's another thing that's holding you back, is that you're not getting as much value out of whole hog as, for example, the Ramatra Annihilation is getting value out of him. And you're never using whole hog to like really counter ultis like Genji Blade. Not that the Genji was good this game, but like that's not something that you got good value out of in general. You weren't really getting kills, you weren't really winning fights. I mentioned things like pulling the Ramatra to your side and then whole hogging him against the wall here would have been a kill, right? And that would have made it easy to move the cart onto high ground, you had a lot of different ways to kind of change the fight with your change the game with your ultimates, and you weren't pulling them off. Beyond that, I mean, obviously, again, DPS masquerading as a tank, right? You got to hit shots, you got to hit hooks, right? Across the board, that stuff's not good enough. Securing kills, like you miss out on a bunch of them. It adds up, right? But I think in terms of like game sense decisions, I think number one, play around your team more, and number two, look for more hooks against the backline and don't just default to hooking the tank, especially when things get dicey. Right? And I think maybe those things might seem kind of confusing. Hooking the backline does not mean, oh, go on the flank and get a juicy hook. This is not Overwatch 1 where you have the luxury of playing as an off tank, like taking weird angles all the time. Often, you need to still play as an anchor for your tank to prevent the other team from just walking over your team, right? And play more brawly in that sense. All right, I'm going to stop there. Hopefully that's helpful.